just always gotta dance that stupid song. It's such a dumb song. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to an episode of Laguna Live here that we kind of threw together for you so we can talk some more about some campaigns and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's comments already. Oh. I can see, did you notice they changed it that we can actually see the emojis now? They're not tiny cool. anymore.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the 21st century.
So I also forgot to make a banner for backing Death's Kiss because y'all should do that too.
Oh yeah, there's too much shit to plug. It's okay, it's fine.
There's a lot.
That's in the main folder.
Okay, I will send those to Sarah. Okay.
Everyone's still getting situated here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, and this one's in here. I'm getting images to show people. So
yeah. Good.
So I assume anybody who's watching via Backer Kit already knows why we're on there, and you're already on that page, so we don't need to show you that page's link yet. But I'm gonna show you. First, I want you to go to go.lagunastudios.net and back Death's Kiss, or at least look at it, and maybe share it with your friends and comment and stuff.
There's boobs in it.
Comment. There are boobs in it. They're very nice boobs too.
Mm-hmm. If nothing else sells you, then I would hope that does.
And
I don't look this angry. Lori has like a million lights fucking set up, and it's just blinding me.
It's
like
you just have to get used to it. Here, let me
Oh,
is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
The sound that made makes it feel like there are 1,000.
No.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so do you want to show off the hoodies for a minute, Sarah? And we'll talk about that, and then we can chat with all these cool people about what they're doing.
Cool.
If my
I think you're
computer is going to cooperate with me, I can. Oh, there it is. Finally.
Yeah, I see you got a bunch of them already in the background there. Sweet.
Yes.
I don't even know. That's not even half of the ones here. Those are just prototypes.
We started off with 6 or 8, and now we have
6,
25 or something.
Mm-hmm. And all the pins and stickers and all of that. They kind of just went crazy.
Anyway, we've got the main hoodie team here, which, I mean, I don't know how fast you want me to scroll through these, but
I was going to say these include a lot of the freshly unlocked ones. The ones at the top are the more recently unlocked. The ones at the bottom are the original team that we had.
Okay.
Those are cool.
Thank you. Yeah, with the
I like the photos better because seeing actual people wearing them is better.
Yeah, these ghost ones, they're a little. You can't really tell.
It's not as cool
how they look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
We can kind of see the colors are super bright. We just unlocked this pin actually at 45,000 sparkles. All of the pins are butts. Oh, you guys haven't seen the pins. Okay, so they're butts.
Very good.
Wow.
It's inspired by, our favorite characters from certain series. I'm sure you can recognize them.
Very recognizable.
Yeah. That's what all the butts look like. It started off as the like everyone knows the whole controversy of a certain character's butt being nerfed down for the new series, nerfed, and so it started as a joke, and I was like, well, why don't we just do everybody's like that, and then they can't complain because everybody has one, and somehow they managed to still complain.
You're right. I think most
Mm-hmm.
people love the pins, but there's still some people who are salty that there's butts, I guess. I don't know.
I think it was pretty it was very, very black and white. Like people either love them or they hate them.
Yeah.
There's
Which
no
is
middle
awesome.
ground there.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like the insane clown posse. You either love them or you hate them. There's no one that's like, I kind of like them. They're okay. No, it's either love or hate, you know? So,
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
I've never met someone that said they're okay. Just
if there's anything specific you want to look at, just let me know here.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have talked about it to death, but as the campaign's been going, but yeah, how has this been? All this taking off and exploding? You're doing literal designs like before you went live?
Yeah, that kind of right. Like I said, we started with like 8 hoodies, and like he had preemptively made a couple, like just in case, but then it blew up, and he was like, "Well, fuck," and just worked like constantly designing new ones because it's just exciting to unlock
and then
shit.
just seeing people just asking for certain ones, and then there's a couple that I felt they were challenging, be like, "Oh, well, that one's probably too hard to make," so I went out and I made it. Just to show, and we're going to be revealing some of those today, some of the surprise ones that we didn't even really announce
Yes.
here on the stream, just because there's been a few backers that have just been really active and really cool dudes and women on there really just sharing their opinions and stuff, and it's just cool to actually be able to like interact with fans and kind of build the campaign together. And I think they like seeing how if they vote, they get to kind of steer the campaign to their liking and stuff. So.
Yeah, the way BackerKit is set up, I don't know if you guys have used it, but they allow you to do polls. So we've been doing polls to just let people decide what the next stretch goal is. So they've been loving that because they feel like they're changing the fate of the campaign. And of course, some of the hoodies are just getting absolutely shafted. Like there's a couple that like I feel bad for.
I was like, these are so cool. And to be fair, they have gone against some pretty heavy hitters, but
yeah,
it's kind of like sometimes.
Yeah, I've only used BackerKit for like the surveys after, but you know, from what you said in the groups we're in, it sounds like it's really set up to be really cool and interactive. It makes me excited to try it in the future.
Yeah, they've really stepped up. They've stepped up their game a lot. They've done a lot of cool shit with achievements and polls and cool shit like that I really like.
And it's like I don't even know anything. I'm just sitting there watching Lori mess with it, just seeing the options. I'm just like, why would anyone go to Kickstarter over all of these options? You know what I mean? I know Kickstarter's a bigger one, but at this point, I'm like, BackerKit's like the sleeper. It's like you have all this cool stuff, and then Kickstarter's just like, well, we're the biggest one, so
we're going to be about the same as we have been.
Yeah. Well, why?
You know, and there is some truth to that. They've been very reluctant to make changes, even though, despite you know, people being pretty vocal about needing certain things, they're a little bit behind the times, but
it still works. And then
but I still love you, Kickstarter.
People I've been telling, they're like, they know Kickstarter, and the people are like, what's BackerKit? I'm like, well, I guess it's second place in crowdfunding, right? Like,
I guess, maybe third, but it should be higher at this point with everything
they're
offering.
Why?
Thank you, Matt.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I've never heard of BackerKit ever. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, like there's a lot of cool shit. There's and they do progress bars. So like if you set an achievement at 100 backers or at $5,000, they'll make a progress bar that people can track. And when they hit, well, here, Sarah can probably show you. You'll just have to scroll down through. So there's some comments. There's a poll that we made.
Yeah, and I think that's what people want. You know, they don't just want the one update that they can like. You know, they want to be involved, and that's really cool to hear.
Yeah, and see, okay, there's one with a progress bar. You can see we've reached 45,000. It shows what we unlock, and people like fill it out, and they get all excited. Like it's fucking cool.
They can add their comments to the page and their scene, and they can talk amongst each other. Like OC Steve just posted that.
That's really cool.
There's comments on it for everyone to talk amongst each other without relying on the creator to create a subject. They can just sit there and
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Talk about it.
And you can do pretty much anything on there, right? Like, you know, comic books, clothes.
I've seen stuffed animals on there.
Yeah,
lots of plushies.
Yeah, plushies and pins are big. Tabletop games, card games are very big. Comics are getting a slow start there, but I have run a comic campaign on there and it went okay. I think it's just a matter of time before comics are big.
And that was a while ago too. I mean, I think that we'll do better the next time we try a comic on here.
Yeah,
I know several creators that use it for fulfillment, and then they set up like that web store so that after, you know, they can add stuff on. And yeah, I've only done it once, but also, Anthony, down the road, when you have a lot of campaigns, it'll take all your information from your previous ones and put them into one email chain. And so, like, I have
cool.
like 17 Kickstarters at this point over the last 15 years. So I have, you know, it's very difficult for me to get one list together to inform everybody. So yeah, it does a lot of innovative things like that just make it
that's
easier
cool.
for you as a creator. And your rewards stay in there afterwards, so you don't have to reload them up every time. You can just add on any new ones. So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'll have to check it out.
We're doing our first stuffed animal, but we chose Zoop this time around because they were pretty excited about doing our next book. But you got me rethinking maybe Backer Kid in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to shit on Zoop because they're really nice people too. But I've been working with Backer Kid for a while. I love working with them. So maybe I'm biased, but I really like the features.
I mean, it's good to have options. You know, there was definitely a time where it was Kickstarter or nothing, which I still love my Kickstarter crowd. So
yeah, exactly. Sarah, if we want to, I guess, so 50,000 is the sticker, right?
Yes.
That's what we're going to show. Okay,
Yeah,
we hadn't
everybody
shown
gets
that
the
yet.
free sticker.
So we can reveal that. That's going to be the $50,000 stretch goal, the butt that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to put that on the screen.
Yeah, no, the fun part here is that it's not funny. we didn't upgrade our StreamYard, so we can't just upload a photo onto here. So now I've got to switch my screen.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
cool.
we need to upgrade
times.
this shit.
We gotta upgrade. It's just dumb. The pin. There we go.
It's gonna be
we can do
so. This is gonna
now.
be. That's perfect. Yeah, a glitter sticker that's gonna be unlocked at 50,000. Goblin Queen, or what are we calling her? Do we have a name for her?
Oh, you mean the Orc Princess?
Orc Princess.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know what the Goblin Queen is. Just putting
it's in the ballpark.
But no, this is the Orc Princess.
Orc Princess. Sorry.
Here, you know.
Because
she's a clone of the Fainty Telepath.
Right.
You know.
Because we unlocked the other glitter sticker, which was called what?
Oh, the Porcelain Princess.
Porcelain Princess. So now we're doing Orc Princess. So
Orc
they're kind of a
Princess,
pair
yes.
of like glitter sticker butts. One's white and sparkly, one's black and sparkly to go together. So at 50,000, everyone's gonna get one of these. It's gonna be like big, like a 3-inch sticker, like a big.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a big one. So yeah, all the green, you can kind of see the kind of sparkly there. It'll look better when it's actually in your hand, but
when the butts actually.
Everything does.
yes, yes, you know, all butts are better when they're in your hand. So.
Just to give you guys an idea too, I have one of the sticker sheets.
See, look how big that is.
This
Oh,
shit
cool.
is huge. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a baby sticker sheet. Like it's.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got to commit to what you want to put that on. 'Cause that is showing some growth there.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. So there's another set, and quite possible we might do a third one depending on how many extra butts we have in the pipeline. Yeah.
And then I guess we should announce the hoodie unlock.
Yeah, the hoodie.
Are we just unlocking it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just going to be unlocked with a solar flare.
So once we get off the stream, I'm just going to add it right to the campaign. People have been asking for this one since the beginning of the campaign.
I've been ignoring them since the beginning of the campaign until they called me out on comments. So now they are getting it. So
Annoy and you shall receive.
Yeah, I guess that's how that works.
yes. Oh,
So Sarah, if you
ready?
wanna- Yes.
Oh, drum roll.
oh, there he is.
Sweet
The
dude.
infamous Sleet Dude. Okay. Has the powers to control ice. Okay.
And
Or
sleet.
sleet, you know. Whatever. But this is just
Worth it just
a
for the
free
Yes, exactly.
a free unlock for everyone just showing us support and
And being
you know,
awesome.
yeah, just being awesome. And we along with this one came solar flare, so we figured you couldn't have fire without ice. So here you guys are. You're welcome. Okay.
He's tired.
But yeah.
So now we have the fire and the ice, the different color palettes.
Mhm.
It's got a little something for everyone.
Sounds
And there's still unlocks to come before the end of the campaign in a week. So
Oh my gosh.
back it now, get cool shit. The backer survey is going to be torture. Thanks so much.
The fulfillment
Oh,
on this
Jesus.
is going to be awful, and I have no one to blame but myself and Lori.
I have like 5 tiers on my campaign and I cry. I can't imagine like trying to figure this out.
Yeah, no.
Well,
You guys are
doing
masochists.
we're doing one for Scarlet Steel, and there's covers of the books from A to M plus foils and.
Well,
Like,
Yeah, it's too many covers. We don't need that many covers, guys. Come on.
I mean, they're all cool, but
Anyway, let's, I guess, talk to you guys. Let's show your shit off.
Yeah.
We might as well while we're here. Let's get you some backers, maybe. Get you some
thanks for having us.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Alright,
Who do we
I'm
want to talk to first, Sarah?
starting with the first one that I had on my row of stuff here, so it's gonna
it's
be a
gonna be a
surprise to
surprise.
everybody.
Uh-oh.
The anxiety.
ooh, what's this?
What is up with these dumbass?
The survey.
They'd ask you
Not
every
your
time.
project. The
Never
survey
know.
pop up.
Jeez, no filter.
Wow,
Just
okay.
Yeah, just coming out the gate with it.
So
All right, so talk
This is-
about it.
this is my next project. I'm Brett Giuliano, the creator of the Dust Bunny Mafia comic, which is
Huh.
a newspaper-style comic that's like Looney Tunes meets The Godfather. I've been running the comic for over 10 years now. I've ran, I think this is my 15th Kickstarter,
Nice.
in which I do everything from graphic novels to decks of playing cards and things like that. And this is my next version where I take real-life mobster or organized crime stories and mix them up with my characters and kind of tell my own story. So I call it Based on a True Story. I've done 5 different little booklets, digest-sized comics like that. And now I'm transitioning into like a children's book type thing where I took the story of Jimmy Hoffa, the famed Union leader and president of the 60s and 70s, and he had some organized crime ties, but his body was never found. He was and so I took that story and basically took the loose details of it and anthropomorphized him into a wolf character, and yeah, just kind of ran wild with the different conspiracy theories on what happened to his body. Did it show up? Is it was it compacted into a car? Was it in a 55-gallon drum that they're going to find in New Jersey landfill? And yeah, so it's a like 6x6 book that has a rhyming story and goes through the idea of all the different ideas of what could have happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
Well, you just got a backer,
Woohoo!
so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said it's like a kid's book, but is it for kids, or is it going to be like crime, violence, or did you kind of tone it down to make it actually be able to be read to kids?
I toned it down. All of my comics and products are all ages friendly. So I make them
Awesome.
like the classic Looney Tunes, Garfield style. And so it's very much like there's slapstick humor. It's, but then there's a lot of text to it. So there's a lot of wordplay and, you're inferring things in between the panels. So
Okay.
you don't see the violence, but you see the after effect or,
That's cool.
things like
Mhm.
that. And so those are some of the pages. And so it's like it's one line or 1 or 2 lines and then a full panel of like, what are the different things. And so at one point earlier on the page, I did something about he was fed to gators. And so I just showed a swamp scene. And so as opposed to, showing little bits and pieces like someone feeding. So
That's awesome, though. I love the rhyme that I saw there in the preview there, the kappa. That's
me a second to get
It's
there.
painful. I love it.
Yeah.
So this was like a web comic before for 10 years. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so my comic Dust Bunny Mafia, it's actually still running. I do periodic updates as I have inspiration, but I had run it consistently for about 7 years and had over 700 strips that I published online that are still online available at dustbunnymafia.com. And so this is a iteration of it. A couple of years ago, when I was first moving to Chicago, I decided to get really immersed in the mobster history of Chicago, since I loved true crime, and then Chicago's known for it. And I decided to really embrace that. And I was going to shows locally, and I'm like, how can I incorporate this true crime history into my comics that's already a crime comic? And so I started doing these stories where I take real life mobster like stories, facts, and then I would make a 3-panel strip parodying it in some way. Then I'd give a little information on what happened. And so you would mix history and this Animaniac style, parody with it. And so then this book is a further, extension of that world.
I love that. That's really cool.
Yeah, the art's really cool too.
It's
That's
cute.
like a good idea. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And Brett
I
does
dig
all
the
kinds of fun
illustrations.
stuff. You've done shot glasses, playing cards, poker chips, right? You do a lot of fun merch too, right?
Yeah. So, so I illustrate and I write almost all the comics and stuff. I've paired up with a couple people. I did a book last year that I paired up with a writer friend of mine to do like a mystery novel set in my universe. But yeah, I'm actually in the middle of fulfilling a campaign, my last campaign, that were for playing cards that had like real life mobsters on them, and
Oh,
that I
let's make them
took
big.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that shirt. Oh, yeah. I'm a sucker for merch. I love merch.
No, Sarah, can you make Brett big? He was showing his cards.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I was looking at the.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking at my other screen.
It's okay.
Okay.
You're zoning
Where
out.
are you? There we go.
There you go.
so I'm basically produced a deck of playing cards with
Oh.
my Mobumbles brand. So they're real life mobsters who had animal nicknames, and so I give some details. So that
That's
guy was
awesome.
named
Yeah.
Jimmy the Clam. He was a New York mobster that lived in the 60s and 70s. This is one of my favorites, Johnny the Fox Torrio. He's actually the guy on my shirt too. He was the mentor to Al Capone, and he's actually the one who brought Al Capone from New York to Chicago to run, and eventually trained him in the ways of the street. Capone had some underworld ties before, but he was really the mentor to Capone, and he gave him the Chicago mob, and he kind of set him up with it. And so, yeah, I've got a whole deck of playing cards with these animal mobsters that
awesome.
I have literally just started. After this, I'm going to run to the post office and drop off about 20 packages. But yeah, so I do playing cards. I came out with a little, this was actually the inspiration for the book I'm doing now, where I created an alphabet book called M is for Mobster. And
That's cool.
basically each page goes to the alphabet and has a different illustration and letter that corresponds to a mob term. So like S is for skim, but not the milk. We're talking about taking a bit of profits that no one will miss.
This is the kind of stuff that needs to be taught in public school.
Yeah.
Okay? This will make kids.
I was just thinking the
successful.
same thing.
That's amazing.
Like, see, we don't need algebra. We need this book.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
No,
I
that'd be
homeschool my
more
kids, so I'm totally down with that.
And then I'll also do things like this, where I'll create plushies of my characters. So,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how
so this is
irritating.
a chinchilla character that I created based on a mobster who was known as the Chin, and so and he was known for these crazy antics, where he would wear a bathrobe in public, and he tried to convince everyone he was crazy, and he was actually one of the ruling godfathers of the New York mob for like 20 years.
Wow.
Huh.
So
That's some cool
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm all for wearing robes in public.
Down with pants.
All right. Who needs them?
Excuse me.
So yeah, I mean,
I love
this
doing live streams. I can do it in my underwear.
So yeah, I did a really slimmed down campaign this time. I've only got, I think, 5 or 6 pledge levels. I've done like you guys before, nothing quite extreme with 40 different things to choose from. But one of my campaigns last year, I had, I think, 15 different pledge levels, and it was a nightmare to. I had spreadsheets and I had like little lists that I had to print out on like, all right, what do I have? And it took over a couple rooms in my house just being fulfilling.
Did you
it.
fulfill
So,
yourself and do everything, send it out yourself and stuff?
Yep, I do everything myself. So
Yeah.
I
Because
write
we
the
do that,
comics,
by
I
the
lay
way.
them
We
out.
do that professionally. We fulfill other people's campaigns, and we're really good at it.
There you go.
What?
Just saying.
That's why they really brought you on here.
If I get up there in the mounts, I'll start looking at it. But
Yeah, definitely.
Try to pressure them to let us fulfill their
I'm
project.
just saying facts of what we do professionally. If it happens to align with his interests, then it's the same. But no, this looks great. I love it.
I love
I
it.
love that it's a wolf. I love wolves. Lori loves wolves too.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely cute, and the plushies are definitely a thing I want to do. I know Sarah has some cute plushie designs I've seen that I'm like, I want those.
Yeah, we have
Everybody
a
will.
plan with some plushies. Yeah,
Yeah. So.
that involves cats.
Mhm.
Yeah. I want to do more plushies, but where I'm going right now for them is way too expensive. It's just, I'm not getting small plushies. I'm getting like plushies.
Big old ones, yeah.
Like substantial ones. Mhm.
Yeah, something you could snuggle with.
I mean, my guys, these ones aren't small. I mean, they're small-ish. They're like 10 inches. But I've got a guy I did on a previous campaign that's a seagull, and he's at least a foot. And so,
Yeah. Oh, those look great.
I love how irritated they
Yeah,
are.
Yeah.
so yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would love to. I'm planning on doing more of them in the future. I just am right now doing small batch, but I know eventually I'll probably want to go overseas and get, 50 or 100 or 500, but that takes time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
That's a
amazing.
lot of work.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think that you got another backer, but apparently somebody changed their pledge because your amount went up. So
Oh,
still good.
yeah.
All good.
Or I did reveal a couple of add-ons earlier today, so
Oh, nice. Where did I see? I saw add-ons somewhere. Over here.
so
Doop, doop, doop.
yeah, they should.
There
Yeah, they're
we go.
underneath right there.
So,
So-
I can't.
So that
Can't make it
is
bigger.
Yeah.
yeah. You have to do the weird like scroll zoom on.
Is
Like,
it on
just-
your campaign page? Or maybe I can.
Kickstarter. doesn't make
No,
it easy.
unfortunately,
Oh,
I didn't. Yeah.
well.
But yeah, I've got some add-ons where I've got some magnets for a character that supposedly was the actual hitman for Jimmy Hoffa, who killed him. For those of you that aren't familiar, there was a movie a couple of years ago called The Irishman that came out.
Mhm.
And so that is about it's a supposed theory for who killed Jimmy Hoffa and that whole mystery. But the hitman who wrote that story, that released it after he died, and then it got turned into that movie, a lot of mob experts have pretty much discredited him and said he was around, but he didn't actually do the killing. But he found a way to, add some extra
Kind of
money.
take credit and stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, all the people that were around were either dead or incarcerated, so they're not going to talk.
Right. Right.
So,
Okay.
That's awesome.
I would love to talk about this more, but I think we got to move on because we only got an hour. So, next on the list.
I'm just trying to see all of John's stuff back there to see if like there's
Yeah.
something cool in the background there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking survey. Okay.
We have an animal theme today.
Yes, definitely.
Irritated
Looks like
animals.
So yeah, that's Bad Wabbit. Bad Wabbit is basically a future dystopian post-apocalyptic Earth. Humans have pretty much polluted it to the point where animals over a period of time have evolved into anthropomorphic creatures. There's no humans left. And so it's about this Wabbit who is basically a burnt out drunk living in a shitty trailer across the street from a bar that he bounces at for drinks. And he's basically hit rock bottom. And he kind of gets forced by this fox, kind of shanghaied by the pirate queen herself. And he gets put on this adventure that, unbeknownst to him, is going to change him and the planet that he lives on. But it's basically a story of redemption. Telling people, no matter how low you go, you can always come back. There's always a chance, And kind of happened to me. I back in 2020, I got diagnosed with a degenerative heart condition. And that kind of put me on a path, like I said earlier, kind of woke me up to wanting to pursue my dreams. And so that was what I did. And, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, I lost about 100 pounds, started really fighting to stay here, And Bad Wabbit is the accumulation of all that. So that's what came out of it. Hold on,
I just noticed you're in Austin too. Oh,
Yeah, I am. Sorry, my kids are acting crazy.
It's okay.
They're being
That's
bad
badass.
Yeah, so that's Foxy. She's a pirate queen. I guess she kind of has a floating ship. It's a airship, and this one kind of revolves around the whole air combat because they do like a big, plane chase on these things I called mini Mustangs. They're based on the Mustang P-51. But they're small enough to ride like a motorcycle. So there's like a really awesome chase scene with that going on. I've got a lot of really cool add-ons and tiers. We got so many cool like limited covers. There's that one that's by Jacob Carson. He's an amazing fantasy artist. But I was like, dude, he did the first book too, which is, I think the cover's right below that picture.
Oh yeah, that's like classic fantasy. That's like straight out.
Yeah, so like
awesome.
you can see like the airship and the mini Mustangs and stuff. And honestly, the reason that was even in there is because we the first book and the second book were originally one book, and so when we did the cover, I wasn't knowing that we were going to split it up, so that's why that's on there. But it was such a cool cover, I used it anyway. And then I had him come back, and he did the one that you guys saw. And I got a couple of more covers. If you go down a little bit, that's the original drawing. That's the one I did as far as like creating the character. Yeah, I did that one too. We got #1 best-selling Western graphic novel. We beat Batman on our first book.
Nice.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Cool feather in my hat. Then here's one of the alternate covers. That's Tommy Guns. He's the guy who does the interior of my book. He's not by trade a comic book artist. He's actually an animator. He does like anime, like movies and stuff like that. And he came down and decided to do comics with me. He heard about my condition and my passion to get it done. And so he was like, dude, whatever it takes, I'm in for the long haul. Let's do this. And so he's like really dedicated. And it's hard to find an artist that can do that on a regular basis, you know? So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You can tell that he's an animator from this cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, like there's the book is full of stuff like that, where he brings like motion and action to a still picture. And it's very well done. I think go down a little bit more.
Yeah, you can keep scrolling.
Yeah, there's an homage to Akira. I'm a big Akira fan. I love Akira. It was one of my first animes I ever watched, and still to this day, I claim it as my favorite. And I got that idea in my head. I was like, dude, that'd be a really cool poster or a cover or something like that. And before I could even finish my sentence, Tommy Guns was already drawing it. And he was like this? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, this is another cover and you're gonna do it. But you know, like he was like, he didn't give me an option. But it's a totally dope cover. So yeah, that's cool. And then we got the Jason DeBee cover. That was actually not supposed to be a cover. It was literally just him showing me the inked version of the cover, but it looks so badass. And my editor,
that's cool.
Chris Philbrook, we were like, dude, yes, let's make that a cover. So we made that a cover, and we have the colored version too. But the black and white's dope.
It's
that's
hard
the
to
colored
pick,
version.
actually.
Yeah,
those are both.
Yeah,
cool.
no, they're both really good.
The black and white just reminds me really hard of like Miller's work and stuff. It just screams like that could be a panel out of like Sin City or something.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it looks so cool.
We were getting a lot of people talking, saying it reminded them of Spawn. Some of it, you know, like I was like, yeah, I could see it. But yeah, I think there's one more cover. I'm not sure. Oh no.
I love that your artist name is Guns too. So every front cover just has guns on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of Americans should be backing this book just by that.
Well, I kind of gave him that name. His real name is Lian Senchi. He's a Chinese guy that I became friends with, but he goes by Tommy. That's his American name. And so I was like, Tommy Guns, and I started calling him that, and it kind of just stuck.
That's funny.
Now he's Tommy
It's
Guns.
a very memorable name. So
yeah, I like.
Yeah, he loves it. I love it too, man. It's awesome. And I got Chris Philbrook involved with this. He's my editor. If you guys don't know Chris Philbrook, he is a #1 best-selling author. He has a series called Adrian's Undead Diary. It's actually going into, I think it's 15th book. And he's a novelist. I mean, he's freaking fantastic. And he kind of helped me get all this started because I was a big fan of his reading, you know, all his books. And I reached out to him and was like, hey, man, I really dig your books. I just really, wanted you to know I really like your stuff. And so he started following me and seeing what I was doing and was like, dude, do you have a script for this comic you're trying to do? And I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, well, write one. So I wrote one. It was 48 pages or something like that. And I was thinking that he was going to read it and say, oh, man, this sucks, because I've never written a script before. And he was like, dude, this is great. He goes like, I want to be a part of this. And so now he's my editor and friend. And it's really surreal being friends with like your favorite author that you were like friend, it's crazy. Yeah. So I just been really working on this, and I've got some really cool add-ons. I got like an STL file where you can print out a 3D printable Bad Wabbit and Toxic Pig on a mini Mustang.
Cool.
I've got these really awesome. These are my pride and joys of the add-ons. The gold coins, gold doubloons from Foxy's Treasure, and they're real. They're not cheap. These things are very well made, very heavy. And I've got like really awesome shirts. I've got so many shirts. Some of those shirts are actually only going to be on this Kickstarter. You won't be able to get them anywhere else.
Ooh, exclusive.
And I got some hoodies. I got the black and white cover on the back of a white hoodie. It looks really, really nice. And I got Toxic Pig on a bomb. That's pretty cool. What I try to do with this Kickstarter, as far as like the stretch goals, is that every stretch goal we unlock gives you something added to your physical like pledge. I'm not doing it for like digital pledges because that's, I'm already mailing you something if you get a physical pledge, so I can just add it to that. But if you're just getting a digital pledge, then I'll stick in a nice extra picture or something. But
then upgrade your pledge to physical. That's
exactly, and that's what people can do, and you get like all kinds of cool stuff. The very first Kickstarter, or the first stretch goal, is a small sketch by me signed. Wow. And I'm going to give everybody one of those. No matter how many we get, I'll draw them all. And you got posters. we got posters and pins, and I think the last two stretch goals are going to be to do a motion comic with voices and like sound effects and all that stuff. And the first to the last is for the first Kickstarter, or for the first book, and the last one is for this Kickstarter or this book. And then we're going to put them together and have like a 15-30 minute motion comic and all that stuff. So
nice.
I mean, we're doing a lot, but aim high.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. We're all crazy here. We're all doing too much. It's fine.
When did the first issue come out?
The first issue came out around September or October of last year.
I was going to say, I thought it was pretty recent.
Yeah, and it's we got it into about 4 or 5 stores around Austin, and I've been doing pretty good on Amazon, but I don't really see much from that. So,
can I go up and find it at Dragon's Lair?
Dragon's Lair in Austin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Austin, Texas? Yeah, it's there.
Because we're in San Antonio, so we go
to
Austin.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's in Austin. So Dragon's Lair, Titan Moon Comics, Tribal Comics, Austin Books and Comics. It's in those places.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I went and Googled the top comic book stores in Austin, and I just bugged the hell out of them until they put it in there.
And I bugged all the shops in Chicago, and they still tell me no.
What?
Get out of here.
Doing it at gunpoint helps. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's the Chicago way.
I guess
right?
so.
I was going to say, you need to hire some of Brett's monster animals to help you get your book in stores.
Well, our goal is 4,000, and we're at 1,534. I'm hoping with 13 days to go, we can reach that goal if we don't reach it any further.
Yeah, anyone listening, even if you pledge $5, even if you pledge $1, even if you share it, it'll help these guys
everything
out.
helps.
Yeah, don't downplay the shares. We know everybody can't afford to back everything, but the shares really do help in this
the shares
in this algorithm era that we're in.
Yeah, I will take a share. But like, there's so much cool stuff on there. I mean, you can get book 1 and 2. You can get multiple covers. The Akira cover homage. I think there's like 5 of those, or maybe I think I added another 5, but
super
we'll
limited.
See. Very limited. I like to do that because it shows when you're doing a con or something, that someone comes up with that super limited edition, like, can you sign this? It's like, dude, that guy was there. He was there. He knows. So yeah, it's cool, man.
All right, let's show off John while we have a bit of time left here, because I wanted to show off Death's Kiss for like 1 minute and the hoodies for 1 minute before we go to.
Yeah, sorry, I talked a lot.
I want to make sure John has time.
Appreciate you. I'll be brief.
I think Sarah might be dying in the background. It's okay. We'll give her a second.
I just went.
She's not gonna
Are
make it.
you okay?
It was a bug.
Did you eat a bug?
A bug.
No.
This is the downside of having a million plants. You've always got those tiny little gnats. There's always one or two of them.
The best way to get rid of them is to get some vinegar and put it in a jar, cover it with plastic, and poke some holes in it, and they will swarm towards it.
We're all learning today.
Oh.
Well, we have a bad problem with them here too. So
Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah,
We're showing off John.
Dying, I think.
I'm okay.
Trying not to die.
Trying to breathe.
We're okay. Everybody's okay. I'm fine. There we go. Okay.
All right. Thanks for having me on for our latest campaign, Child Possession Services. What if demonic possession was more common across the globe? Of course, the U.S. government would make a poorly run and underfunded agency to work with people who are recently or currently possessed. One of such agency is Child Possession Services, CPS, where our star, Connie Dar, works for the underfunded and under-resourced agency that works with children who are recently possessed or currently possessed. This is the third issue. This launched Part-Time Comics in 2021, and we're excited to finally be back in 2024 for the third installment.
Nice.
it looks awesome. Dude.
Oh.
Yeah, created by my longtime co-collaborator Bob Gar-Ornelas, but he was unfortunately unable to come back for art duties on this one, so we brought in a new team. We've got Mata Sorcier and Miriam Yasser on colors, and myself on words and letters. And it definitely picks up where that first issue left off. The last issue was a little bit more of a flashback, kind of explaining how Connie got to be the jaded person that she is now, working for CPS as a social worker. And but now we're picking up with the main story back, and all the bad decisions she made in issue 1 have come back in this issue. And that's our Not Safe for Work cover by April Reyna. We kind of released that as a teaser. You know, obviously you all know our industry, especially in the crowdfunding arena, is big on the Not Safe for Work. So I thought, well, what would my Not Safe for Work cover look like? So if you zoom in on her shirt, it says "Form a Union," you know, not safe for work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why
No,
does
I
not
love
safe
that.
for work have to mean, you know, just naked people? What about what else would it look like? It's a little tongue-in-cheek joke.
I also noticed there's a lot of pizza. What's with the pizza?
We're hungry now.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
happening?
hungry with the pizza.
a lot of
cover.
late nights, you know, typing notes and not taking care of herself and eating fast food, and her poor beta fish keeps dying there in the jar. So, you know, just kind of using those things to kind of illustrate what kind of a character this is, you know.
Yeah.
She sounds like a real person.
Yeah.
It
Right.
sounds like what we do. Yeah.
And definitely, I am a social worker by day, so there is a lot of you know, workplace drama. This isn't. I've had a couple people reach out to me upset that this story isn't, you know, bigger and talking about, you know, Catholicism and demons. And I said, well, you know, this might not be the story you're looking for then. This is more of like Hellboy meets The Office. You know, it's a lot more about how she doesn't get along with her coworkers and how they're always screwing her over and things like that, rather than, you know, this big epic story where she's going to, you know, battle Satan or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awesome, though.
It
I
also
love that.
sounds like it can go on for a while, and it's not just
yeah.
just chasing the next big bad.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so, because, you know, it's really about, you know, Bob and I created this character together. It really started as kind of a one-off joke for an anthology that he was doing. It was supposed to be a gender-bent John Constantine because he loves Constantine. So I said, oh, let's do, you know, a story where her name's Constantina. And he's like, you know, I gave him the script, and he's like, well, actually, the script is pretty good, but if you, like, actually made it into a real character instead of a joke, maybe we could actually make, and, you know, thankfully I have good collaborators. So he was right. And it is one of my favorite characters that, you know, I've worked on with other collaborators. She's very much based on real coworkers that I had, but I also realized that people probably wouldn't, you know, want to read about the drama of social work life. So then I had to add demons and, you know, stuff like that and make it a little more interesting. So it does have a lot of real world experience in it. I have never worked with a possessed child. I have had my, you know, suspicions that some of them, there might be some things going on, but
That's
no,
because you've
Sometimes
never
you
met my
wonder.
nephew.
I was gonna say I got 2 of them right here. You wanna?
So yeah, there's our little homage to the Seymour, the poor beta fish that passed away. We're doing some holographic stickers.
I
Oh,
hope
that's-
that your
Dead
stuff
Fish.
never makes it to like aquarium Reddit or anything, because they will destroy you.
And the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that it's
you know, it's
holographic
just
even better.
it's kind of an ongoing joke in the series that, again, you know, she's
It's just that this
she's not a
is
very helpful person, and she can't keep her
we
fish
learned this from horse people, they get pissed off if you don't draw the horse perfectly, and like the fish people will
Oh, they're
kill
worse,
you
huh?
if like she's got her fish in the jar in that one cover, and
Yeah.
like they will come for you. Like you can't put your it's at least a 5-gallon tank and a 10 would be better. Oh my god.
We know that. That's why she can't keep one alive.
I was like, yeah, that's the
Sure, when you
but
say
but the best part is that it's a fucking drawing, guys. It's not a real fish.
To be real.
when you
Oh, I
say
got
horse people, I just imagine centaurs and fish people are mermaids.
Yep.
You know?
That would be way nicer than the reality of it.
Okay,
Yeah, the
hang
people
on
of
though. How do
Reddit.
I can't get the sticker anymore?
Yeah, why can't I want that
I
sticker?
want one.
Well, we did do an early incentive bonus, but certain people, if they messaged me, of course, I would throw one in because I ordered a whole
okay.
bunch anyway, hoping that
I
it
was
would get
gonna see
everybody
if
to
you
rush
make
out
it an
there.
add-on.
Yeah.
If you make it
could,
an
I
add-on,
could.
I'll pay you money for it. Yeah. All right.
We've been doing that the last few times to try and get those backers in early, but mixed results.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
And we of course have our previous issues available as well. Again, I make it super confusing by giving it's not an ongoing series; it's different issues. Each is kind of made to be a one shot, so people can walk away with a satisfying story. Because we know independent comics sometimes take a while to come out in between issues, so we try to, it's building on a bigger world. But I feel like you can really jump in at any issue. But of course, I think you'll get more if you pick up the past issues, which again we're on the third one now.
Later down the road, you can market it as like, oh, look, these are all her different case files.
And
then you
that's
have a big
kinda-
anthology.
It's so funny you mentioned that because on the inside credits it does mention each one is labeled as case file number 05.
yep.
Number
There you go.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Good
There you
idea.
go. And it one of the coolest incentives we have this time is both of the amazing women who made covers for this, Mata and April, offered them up in the campaign, and they are full color. That is exactly what you'll get. Both of them just happen to be traditional artists that prefer to color their
Wow.
work on the board, so you get it, and that rarely happens, right? Rarely do you get the cover offered up for sale, and it's in full color, so you could really display it on your wall. I want to keep them for myself, but obviously I want it to go to the greater good of the campaign. So I thought that was really cool that they both offered.
Judging
that.
by your room, you don't have any room back there anyway.
There's always more room.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. And for the first time ever, we are doing, because we have 5 crowdfunding campaigns planned this year, you can choose the add-on of Hold Your Shipping. If you're one of the wonderful people who backs all or most of our campaigns, you can choose that, and then we'll hold your shipping until whenever you're ready to have them shipped, whichever many books you want to get throughout the year. So it's just something
That's
we're kind of
cool.
trying for our loyal backers.
I like
It
that.
saves me a little bit of time at the post office too, so it's a win-win.
This one's actually been popping up in my Kickstarter algorithm when I'm just scrolling it. It shows me this one a lot. So
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen it
yeah.
come up as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, and like Anthony, we're a little over halfway done, and we're not quite halfway there. And it's been a little bit of a struggle this time around. So I do appreciate you having us on to talk about it. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Kickstarter is a weird place right now. Like, it's hit or miss. So, like,
unless you're Sanderson.
unless you're Brandon
Yeah.
Sanderson.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, and most of our stuff gets there in the end. No hurt feelings. And if it doesn't, I'm fortunate enough. I have an okay paying day job, and I'm doing all right. So we'll figure something out. But of course, I want to get. This is our first actually all women creative team on this, covers and interiors and everything. So I want to make sure the ladies all get paid on time and can, that's what it's about for me. Just making sure my collaborators get their rate, and then we can figure out the rest later. So
Yep.
yep.
Gotta keep them happy.
hey, they work hard. All I do is
They do.
type a couple words and they make it come to life.
All right, so we're gonna do some deaths.
I guess,
kiss?
yeah, let's do a
Let's
quick
look at
Death's
Death's
Kiss. And a quick hoodie review to show the stuff we just unlocked
Yeah.
or showed off,
Mhm, mhm.
and then we can let everybody go. We'll be
Yeah.
quick.
Internet says no. Oh, there it goes.
That's-
God. I'm starting to think it's not the internet. I'm starting to think that my problem is the computer. There we go.
All right. So yeah, death, sex, love,
Boobs,
Boobs.
butts. Yeah. You want to make some money, do that.
Supernatural forbidden romance.
Yes.
Man.
Very cool.
We just revealed our next stretch goal at 20K. It's going to be for a cool mini print for all physical backers. We just, of course, at 16, we unlocked the temporary tattoo, and we already have a metal bookmark with Luca's art on it. It's fucking awesome. And it will be uncensored, obviously, on the bookmark. SK Prince is a romance author. She and Russell Novelty kind of brought this to life, and we're helping them publish it and get it made. You can see the art. Interior art is Yishan Lee. She's got a great style. If you've read Galarian or anything like that, you've already seen it. She's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, that art's awesome.
Yeah, I need to get some lettered pages up on the campaign so people can actually read some of it too.
See
That's
what
the plan
kind of
today.
story is about.
Yes.
Clearly,
Fun
they're not
fact,
waiting
the
for it.
temporary
500 of
tattoo.
them.
If you just don't wash your body, the temporary tattoo becomes permanent. So it's up to you how long it stays.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the count, but like Russell did a count of how many pages of this are sex, and it's quite a few. So anybody, I have been asked that before, like, is there actually sex in the book? Yes, there is. It's not just sexy covers. We can just blast through and show the covers real quick, Sarah, if you want, and then we can just show the hoodies and let everybody go.
Where the hell are all the covers? There we go.
This book is also available in French because SK Prince has a big French audience. We decided to translate it because we're insane.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
also it's also
That is
an
cool.
oversized comic. Thank you. So it's about A4 size, so it's like 8.6 by 11.5. It's a kind of a weird size. It's a European size, so it's bigger. There's more art. More panels can fit without being cramped. So large format, and yeah, French and English. And go ahead through the covers. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm trying to go quick here.
Mhm.
So that one is Kat Farrell. The first one is Yishan Lee. Melissa Paliuka. She did kind of an Art Nouveau. And we couldn't choose which color, so we're just giving you both of them. Because, that one's Luca Strati. He's awesome. He's just a great painter. I have nothing to say. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite covers.
And then Jen Saint-Ange. And then we have naughty versions. Some of the naughty versions of the covers are actually completely different covers because we're insane, I guess.
We were just complaining about having too many covers, and here we are in our own campaign
Sure.
with too many covers.
It's fine. It's fine.
From a fulfillment standpoint, that might actually be easier. I haven't decided yet.
Yes. Luca did the
that's
naughty
my
one is
favorite
different.
that's
I do
my
love
favorite
that
cover
one.
right there.
Yeah. It's badass. It's like a metal album cover.
Yeah, it's totally another. You could put Dio across the top, and
Hell yeah.
So.
Okay, and that's good enough. We don't have to go through the whole thing and torture people.
Well, that's
It's awesome.
You see the banner there. It says, go.lagunastudios.net. Takes you to Death's Kiss, and you can go check it out and read and look more at the stuff yourself.
Cool. Very cool.
And then real quick, we'll show the hoodies and what we unlocked, and we'll let you guys go. But please back these 3 campaigns. I'm pointing the wrong direction, but back them so they can get funded.
Yeah, we're all
they can
doing
send out their rewards.
Cool.
Everything okay, Sarah?
Just takes a minute. It's fine.
Hoodies.
Back to the hoodies.
So we're ending next Friday. Get your stuff a lot. What is exclusive to the back? The box.
The box is the exclusive thing right now.
So I can show that real quick. But yeah, we've unlocked a shitload of hoodies since the first time you've looked at it. We unlocked, I don't know what they're all called. Metalbird,
Titan, Blue Bamf, Shade Shifter, Mr. Ominous,
Mr. Ominous.
Magnet Master, Cord from the future.
And then this is the box.
Yes.
Did you
Perfect.
forget Sleep Dude?
All the pouches. What was the one? Yeah, Sleep Dude is now part of it.
Yes, we have to show off Sleet Dude. He's
Solar
fresh
Flare
unlock.
is
Solar
there
Flare.
as well. And I have I think 3 more in the pipelines, and then I'm gonna stop.
And then he's
Retire?
gonna take a break.
Yes, forever. You'll never see me again.
I don't know how you do it. I can't even handle lettering pages while I have a live campaign. It's like too much to focus on, and you're like,
He's been very
50
stressed.
others.
Yeah.
Good on you. You know, have some excitement.
Oh, we have the brown badger in 80s
brown badger.
costume is also unlocked too.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, brown badger. There's a couple special ones that's going to be coming at the very end of the campaign, regardless of what the numbers are. Those will be revealed once, probably in the last hour, just to excite people and
Just to
and
fuck with
just as a big
people.
thank you to
Mhm.
everybody there.
Awesome.
And I think we had that last poll between the X fraction and the Jimmy uniform is still going. That's going to close once we hit 350 backers.
And we're close, actually, right? We're
Yeah,
just
we're
over
we should be real
340.
close.
There it is,
Oh,
that
see
one.
This one?
That one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's going to be that. I want to know who said it was not getting cold in here. There's 17% of the people
Oh, on
that
the.
said it was not getting cold. I want to know the sourpusses. Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to show that real quick, the numbers in the size guide. Let me look at them. Real quick.
Got them on here, right? We're all the way down to the bottom.
I always worry about sizes when I'm getting like hoodies and shirts and stuff because some of these places.
For being in a band, I can't even do it anymore. It's such a nightmare. I don't know.
The
Close
numbers
down.
should literally be like, for these particular numbers, it's the measurement from armpit to armpit and then neck to waist. Like if you scroll up just a little bit, there's a graphic. Like it's not all the way around. It's not
You gotta
chest.
double it,
Yeah,
Like,
it's a weird. It's
it's
not like
literally
a dress shirt
here.
size. Yeah, it's a strange measurement. It's not the circumference of your chest. You know, like I'm not a big dude and I wear a 34, but I wear a large on these hoodies. Why it's like that, I don't know. Maybe it's the cut, or just because it's meant to be like a more loose fitting, or actually where it stitches up on the hoodie. But yeah, it's a very. It's not neck, shoulders, waist. It's sleeve length, armpit across, and then from like the shoulder all the way to the hem.
You're right.
That find your size one here. Let me see. The field jacket is the size. It's confusing. They've done them differently. This is not my fault. This is the place we're getting them printed. The field jacket size is literally your chest measurement. It looks like that's all the way around. That's the circumference.
Yeah, that's the bomber jacket. The hoodies are different.
But the hoodies are literally just measured from here to here, like armpit to armpit. Basically, I would size. It depends on how you like your hoodie to fit. I normally wear a small. I can wear an extra small in this hoodie, but small also fits, and medium, like small and medium fit, but they fit different levels of bagginess. So it depends on how you want it to fit, but you can size down a size and it'll fit well.
Yeah, if you're like a large, tight athletic shirt, then a large hoodie will probably fit you here. But if you want a little more loose, then I would recommend going extra large, just for a little bit looser fit.
Let me see.
That is a very strange measurement for the actual 6XL, because that thing came down super past my
For the
my
sleeves,
hands,
I
yeah.
don't know. That is weird, isn't it?
We actually have a 6XL in stock, so we can do some measurements and actually maybe make some notes.
Yeah,
to
because
actually
this is
see
just
if we
the
can
chart off their website.
Yeah, if we can correct it on the website, we can also email them, because yeah, the sleeve length definitely is not 26, because it hung off my hand by a good 10 inches, and I have pretty long arms. So yeah, we'll definitely look into that for you. Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, because
So,
they were like,
we
these are the
assumed they were
measurements.
correct,
So
like they're off their website. So
yeah, we'll see if we can get that fixed for you.
okay, cool.
Yeah, and I guess let's show the the sticker announcement for 50K, and then the new hoodie unlock, and we'll let you guys go.
Just one more time here. So that's the Orc Princess 3.5-inch sticker that every backer is going to get for free, tossed in there. It's a very nice sticker. It's going to be glittery on the outside. The green part's going to be nice glitter.
That'll be at 50K.
That's a 50K unlock for everybody who's backed. You don't have to buy that extra if you don't want to.
Nice.
And then the hoodie unlock is unlocked for everybody now, just for fun on the stream, because everybody kept asking for it.
Yes.
So
that would be our sleet dude.
Our sleet dude.
Yes, our sleet dude hoodie is now available because you guys said I couldn't do it and I did it. Okay, so there it is. And then also in an update probably going out on Monday, we will have the next hoodie reveal for also a 50,000 unlock as well. It's a hero and villain, so that's your hint.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like that.
Hero and villain. So
yeah,
but yeah, so we will hopefully unlock that soon.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Those are awesome.
Oh, there we go. Dumb. Okay. Well, yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Definitely check out all of those campaigns that and then yeah, well, I showed you. I forgot to write down the links. But we showed you. You can go back in the video and go get them again. I'm having an off day. I have so many drugs in my system right now. And then I just ate a bug on stream live for everybody.
It's fine.
Drugs and bugs.
So, yeah, so thanks for joining us, and we maybe do one more stream. I'm not sure.
Maybe at the maybe
Yeah, we're
we
gonna
should
do
close out
like
the
a
camp.
last hour.
Yeah, like an last hour stream just to have some fun.
And I'll probably be having my unless this unpleasant whatever is going on in my brains keeps happening, I'm gonna have my show on Monday, so y'all can come and watch that too on Agents of Geekdom. And other than that, have a good weekend, I guess.
Thank you guys.
If you want.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
Much
take
more
care, guys.
success to you all.
Yes.
Yes, good luck, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.